his kingdom. Behold, the King cometh. All hail the King, his majesty. Is the King of his people, Lion of his kingdom. Behold, the King cometh. All hail the King, his majesty. Is the Lion of his kingdom. A land filled with milk and honey, where his word lies, power lies. He's the King of his people, Lion of his kingdom. Behold, the King cometh. All hail the King, his majesty. He's the King of his people, Lion of his kingdom. Behold, the King cometh. All hail the King, his majesty.
Greetings, Your Majesty. I was told you demand my presence.
And you have the infantry and impudence to talk to me on your feet?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Shut up. What right do you have to send one of my palace guards to an errand without my consent?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I did not know you needed his attention. I saw him less.
Shut up! You daughter of a pig. Did you hire him? Do you pay him? You think my palace is like the slum where you came from, where nothing is done orderly? What stopped you from going for whatever errand you sent him? Oh, your level has changed because you are now married to the crown prince of a Wada kingdom. And as such, you can no longer attend to domestic chores. I don't blame you. I blame my son for descending so low as to marry an idiot like you.
I am sorry, Your Majesty.
Get your miserable self out of my presence now!
Welcome, my love.
What is it?
He's the Lion of his kingdom. A land filled with milk and honey, where his word lies, power lies.
Father, what is the problem?
Lion of his kingdom, behold the King cometh. All hail
My son, you know the rules in his palace. But what I'm not sure of is whether you intimidated your wife as to those rules. I don't want what happens today to repeat itself. So talk to your wife.
I apologize on her behalf, Your Majesty. And I have intimated my wife on all the rules and the palace.
But she adamantly refused to keep them. That is how stubborn and disobedient such girls from the slum can be.
I am sorry, Your Majesty. But you never told me sending palace servants on errand must be done on your consent.
I did!
Would you respect, Your Majesty? You did not. Palace servants run errands for every single member of this royal household since I was a child. And that is how it is supposed to be. I am surprised it is now against the palace rule.
Now that you know it, take note of it. But I can make you an exception because you are the heir to the throne.
You are the king, and I must obey every rule you have made in this kingdom. But please, I beg you, take it easy on my wife. Princess Beyonce is my wife, and whatever affects her affects me.
David, you are a king to be. The son of the lion of our water kingdom. Do not allow your emotions to defy your logic, reasoning, and your authority as a king.
I've heard you, Your Majesty. Excuse me.
The lion of his kingdom, a land filled with milk and honey, where he is.
Your Majesty.
Put that thing on a leash.
King of his people, lion of his kingdom, behold the king cometh, all hail the king, his majesty. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom, behold the king cometh, all hail the king, his majesty.
Alex, that won't be possible, and you know it. I understand how urgent this is and how far we have fought for this contract. But nothing will make me come to the office this weekend. I work from Monday to Friday, and I spend the weekend with my wife. You know that. Alex, you should have brought those documents to my office yesterday. But you did not for reasons I do not know. Now the board members are on your neck and you want to inconvenience me. It won't be possible. Listen, young man, look for a way to fix yourself. I see you on Monday. Pascal, tell my wife to hurry.
Yes, my prince.
You look extremely beautiful. Gorgeous.
Thank you, my prince. Where exactly are we going to this time?
Just like I told you, it is a surprise. But trust me, you will like it.
If you say so.
Shall we?
Sure.
David! Son, we need to talk.
All right, Father, but that has to be when I come back. I am going out with my wife.
It can't wait. As a matter of fact, you're not going anywhere.
Of his kingdom, a land filled with milk and honey, where his word lies, power lies. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all the king, his majesty.
David, we have some very serious issues to handle. And in a few minutes, we'll be in a council meeting with the elders. And you must be there.
Father, what are you saying? How can you be telling me about such a meeting now?
When I tell you, it does not count. What matters is your unavoidable presence in this meeting.
Seriously?
As a king to be, you must be ready to attend to urgent matters at the expense of your pleasure and comfort.
With due respect, Your Majesty, this information came too sudden, and I am sorry you have to sit for this meeting alone. I have an important appointment with my wife. Excuse me.
David! There is no matter as important as attending to the issues concerning this throne and this kingdom. Every other thing can wait.
Of his kingdom, a land filled with milk and honey, where his word lies, power lies. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all the king, his majesty. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all the king, his majesty.
Please calm down.
Why is he always like this? Tell me. Why does he always like to ruin my day each time I want to go out with you? Why?
I don't know. But please, just try to take it easy. Look, he said the meeting will commence in a few minutes. Once it ends, we can go.
You don't know how this council meeting thing works. You talk as if you don't know how it works. There's no time schedule. I am just sick and tired of my father coming in between my plans. I just give him an hour. If he does not end that meeting in an hour, I will walk out on them.
Don't worry, my love. The meeting won't last as long as you think. And once it ends, we can go out and have fun. Guess what?
What?
I love you very much.
My queen. My treasure. My love for you means nothing to me. But the fact that you love me means the whole world. I love you too.
Your Majesty, our people that are farming at the community land have all made their annual payments.
What?
The 100,000 naira. 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 100,
The money realized is 370,000 naira. And all the money have been deposited into the account for the community development. Ichie Edika here has the documents as regards to how payments were made.
Your Majesty, here is the current bank statement as regards the deposits and withdrawals made in the account.
I'll go through the documents and get back to you. But how did the meeting with the mobile communication company go?
Ichie Edika, you answer Your Majesty for about that.
Your Majesty, you see, we have met and...
Your Majesty, my prince, elders of Awada Kingdom.
My princess.
And what do you think you are doing?
It is my duty as the soon-to-be queen to serve the elders in council.
Shut up, you fool! Are you that daft? Primitive? And uncivilized? David, what part of the slum did you pick this idiot from? That cannot differentiate between a wine glass and a juice glass? Shut up!
That's Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
I said both of you, shut up!
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
How dare you speak while I'm still speaking? Are you crazy?
Father, please.
Shut up! And get out of my presence, you daughter of a pig. You dare not leave my presence until this meeting is over. Sit down.
How did the meeting go?
I can't wait for those elders to leave this palace so that I can give my father the peace of my heart. I have respected him, but since he does not want to accord me same respect, I will man up to him this time.
Please, my love, don't go that way with him.
Why are you always protecting him? Why? Why are you always stopping me each time I want to man up to him and tell him I am no longer a baby? Why? This man humiliates you. He insults you publicly and you do nothing. Rather you cry, wipe your tears and pretend as if nothing happened. I am the king to be, and you are my wife. I will not let anyone make public ridicule of you and drag my reputation and power as the king to be to the mud. Never.
You are right, my prince. Yes, I am not comfortable with your father's attitude towards me. But manning up to him at a time like this because of this issue is not right. Please, calm down. Let us talk about this in a cool atmosphere and sort for ways to handle this peacefully. Please, my love. Please.
Obiora, these people are here to see the king.
What are your names?
My name is Ikemefuna Okoli, the son of Mbadiwe Okoli from Osuma village. And here is my wife, Ifoma.
Are you guys on appointment?
Yes, please. I already met the palace secretary and tender to Sidiwe. He asked me to return today, and that's why we're here.
Okay. If you may excuse me now, please.
No, I understand what it means to stay away for 3 good months. I know it's not easy, my dear. Yes, I know. But I insist that you remain in India so that you can have proper medical care. Yes, as soon as they confirm that you are completely fine, you'll be back home. Trust me. Yes, everybody's fine. And they send their love. All right, my queen. I'll talk to you later. Take good care of yourself. Cheers. Yes, who is that?
It's Obiora, Your Majesty. My king, one Mr. Ikemefuna Okoli from Osuma village is here to see you with his wife.
Is he on an appointment?
Yes, my king. The land in question is mine. My late father told me that he only leased that land for some years to Mazin Doka. He never sold the land. Though they had an agreement, but I don't know where the paper of the agreement is now, Igwe.
Igwe, please. Please.
This is the only thing my father left for me. Do not let the rich take it away from me, please. As soon as you know upon it, actually I GG. You're my only resort. Biko.
Please, Your Majesty, please help us.
Young man, I hate lies. And if I find out that all you have said today are lies, the punishment will be grievous.
Let God be upon me and my generation. If I ever dare lie before you, my king, please.
Okay, I'll get back to you. You can go now.
Okay, my king. Thank you, my king. Thank you, my king.
Thank you, Your Highness. You are really loved.
Obiora, my king. I want a taste of that.
Consider it done, Your Majesty.
Good boy. Sugar babes.
Yeah, baby.
Hot babes.
Oh.
You girls made my night so sweet.
Thank you, sugar baby. We will always come around just to make you happy. Anytime, any day. Baby, I be no be so.
Before uncle, you don't make my sweet baby happy. Now it's my play.
Tell me.
Did they caress?
I know.
Who carry market no go say?
For sure.
I believe you.
Sugar baby, we are ready to march you. Sugar baby.
Oh my dear. For my needs. Baby girls.
Yes, sugar.
This for you.
Wow.
This for you.
Oh wow, baby. Thank you, baby. Love you, baby. Oh. Sugar baby. You are the best. You are the best.
Thank you.
I got your back, baby.
Let's go.
Sit down.
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh. All
Hey.
Morning, cutie.
Oh.
Morning, Mr. Handsome.
Oh. Good morning, cutie. Wow, you look so amazing. Rose, make I tell you the truth. You too fine. You see person.
No be lie.
Good morning, son. How was your night?
Father, you are the king and the lion of our other kingdom. And you are entitled to as many wives as you want. Don't you think it's better you take another wife instead of dealing with these street girls?
My son, David, I'm not prepared for another marital commitment.
Father.
And let me tell you something. Forget these sophisticated girls. Try street girls. Then you can feel the real vibes of sex.
Father, you know, at times, you can be unbelievable. Anyway, I will be on my way, Father. So see you when I get back. All right, Father.
Have a good day, son.
And you too.
Miriam!
I'm fine. Is my daughter in? Hey, please come and show me where she is. Oh?
Hey. Mama, welcome.
Thank you. Hey. Later I will bring you mangoes.
Mama.
Make yourself comfortable. The princess will join you. Thank you. Hey! Hello! My sweet mother! Oh, Mama!
Oh! I've missed you so much, Mama.
I miss you more. My daughter. Oh, sorry. My princess. I am happy. You're looking beautiful and happy.
You can't say that again. Oh, please have a seat. Have a seat. Hey, you can't say that again. I am really happy.
Oh.
And it is all thanks to God and my lovely husband.
Hey.
Mama, David is such a wonderful man.
Ha. God, thank you. I thank God for giving my daughter the best husband ever.
Please, thank him more. Thank you more.
Thank you.
Thank you
Look at you now.
Hey.
My daughter.
Mama, wait. What's the why of fire? We have everything. Just name it. Anything you want, name it.
Offer one. Oh, I am okay. Oh. I'm very okay. Seeing you happy and beautiful like this in your husband's house is enough for me.
It is not possible. How can you come to your daughter's house without eating? Hey, it's not possible. You must eat something. Yes, you must eat.
If you insist.
I'm insisting.
I should take something.
Yes.
Okay, let me start with fruits.
Fruits?
On a dozen fruits.
Are you watching your weight?
I'm not watching my weight. Oh, my dozen skin. I want my own to be like your own.
No problem. We'll start with the fruits, okay? Ndidi! Ndidi, come please.
My princess,
please get sliced fruit for my mother.
Okay, my princess.
Hey. Oh, you're looking so nice.
Thank
that
you.
Drugs I sent to you for your leg pain. I hope it was effective.
Very, very well. It was. Do you know I even trekked from the junction to the palace here?
Mama, you have started again. Why are you trekking?
No, exercise. Leg exercise.
So your business is going well?
Everything is fine.
Hey, thank God, thank God. The fruit is ready. Okay, please bring it here, bring it up. Hey.
Thank God, though. I thank God for everything.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy for you too.
How is Ebuka?
Ebuka is fine now. Their second semester will start in 2 weeks' time. And so he will go back to school very soon. But the money your husband sent to me, it was too big. The money is too big.
I know. Thank you. Here is your food. Is this all the food we have in the house? What's the market getting? I was actually the one that told him to send the money to your account. Hey, I don't like the way Ebuka keeps demanding for money from my husband. It's too much. So I just told him to send enough money for Ebuka's upkeep. But Mama, please, tell Ebuka to spend that money wisely. We are not plucking money from tree.
No. I will make sure that every kobo spent out of that money is well accounted for. You should trust your mother.
I know you now. Wine. I know. Oh, please eat your fruit.
Hey.
Enjoy.
Hey. I am seeing apple, watermelon, cucumber, even banana on that. We will enjoy.
Manage this one.
Pray, let's eat.
God, please bless this fruit in Jesus' name.
Hey.
Enjoy yourself. If you want any other thing, let me know.
After this one, I will not ask for another thing.
Hey, I trust you now. I trust you. Dr. Kwaruto.
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king connects all hail the king, his majesty. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king connects all hail the king, his majesty. He's the lion of his kingdom, a land filled with milk and honey, where his word lies, power lies. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom.
What is going on here?
Welcome, Your Majesty.
Shut up. Shut your silly mouth up. What are you doing in my house?
Your Highness, I came to visit my daughter. Yes, my daughter.
How dare you walk into my house without my consent? Sit in my living room and eat my fruits?
Your Majesty, please, I'm sorry.
Shut up. Shut your trash up. And what are you still doing there? What are you still doing here? Now, get out of my house! I said get out! And you, if you ever put up this act of stupidity again, I will deal with you severely. Rubbish.
Ooh.
somebody. Who knows? Let's first see this.
Don't do this, you know I don't have anybody to help me. This why don't get you what they go. You have to be fast now. Okay, oh. Don't worry, she will sleep with her head, she's there. Where is Nkechi?
She insisted I pay for the treatment she administered the other time before she comes.
I know we are owing her. I know. How much is the money?
10,000 naira.
1,000. Do you know what? Go inside the room, under my pillow, inside the Bible. You will see that 10,000 naira I kept for house rent. Take it, go and give it to her. Let her come and save my son. Okay, Mama. Nkechi, thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Please, don't be angry. I know the other time we could not pay up on time. Please, I am so sorry. See, this treatment now, I will bring the money before you know it. Oh?
Mama, it's okay. I understand.
Thank you.
It's okay. You will be fine.
Amen.
It's just normal malaria. It's just normal. I just make sure you eat. You'll be fine.
Thank you, Thank you for always coming. Bye-bye.
Thank God.
God, please. Just have mercy. We saved the money, but something happened and
Yes.
We use this for something else.
Chinwe, you're not ashamed of yourself. For 10 good months, Chinwe, you cannot pay ordinary 10,000 naira rent.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Look at your son, look at your daughter, grown-up children, and you cannot afford 10,000 naira. In fact, I am tired of this begging and begging. I will not take it anymore. You are not ashamed of yourself.
No, please. Please.
I'm so ashamed of you. In fact, if you touch me, I'll fight my mother.
What is going on here?
My prince, she has been owing me for the past 10 months now, and she cannot even pay her rent.
Woman.
Yes, my prince.
Why have you refused to pay your rent?
My prince, it's not as if I refused to pay the house rent, though. It's just that I was saving it and something came up, family responsibility and the money
Where is your husband?
My husband is late. He died 10 years ago. I'm a poor widow. I don't have anybody to help me.
That's okay. How much is your money?
10,000. 10,000 naira that this woman and I'm...
Pascal.
My prince.
Give him 10,000.
Eh? Yes, my prince. My prince. The prince has saved you today. You're very lucky.
Enough of that drama.
My prince, wherever this money is coming out from, may God replenish it in full.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
You can take your things inside.
Thank you. People should carry our things inside. Bring our things.
Beyonce, tell me you are joking. How can I joke with a thing like this? I am equally as surprised as you are. Because considering how rude and mean that I heard the king is, I'm still wondering how his son could be this understanding and helpful. That is what amazes me the most. You see, the prince I saw yesterday is a complete opposite of what I have heard about his father. Hey, I am just honestly grateful to God that he came our way. Who knows where we'll be sleeping by now? Yes. Who knows? Hey, the prince, oh, wherever you are, my God will bless you. Amen. Hey. Nice person. Hey. Good day, my prince.
Good day. How are you?
Fine, thank you, my prince.
And how is your family?
They are fine, but they are not home now.
What are you called?
Beyonce, my prince.
Nice name. So can I?
Sure, please, give me. What do I offer you?
Water is fine.
Okay.
Thank you for the hospitality and your time.
Don't mention. Thank you, my prince.
You're welcome. Pascal.
Yes, my prince.
Stop. Take it. Go on.
Thank you so much, my prince. Thank you.
It's nothing.
Thank you.
It's nothing. You sit down. It's nothing. So can I get your mobile number?
I don't have a phone.
Okay. When next I come, I will get you one.
Hey, my prince. That is really nice of you. Thank you so much.
Thank God. Alright, I shall be on my way now.
No problem.
When your mother comes, extend my greetings to her.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, son. Thank you.
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh. All
50,000.
50 what?
50,000 naira.
Wait. You mean the prince came here and gave you 50,000 naira? Just like that?
50,000 naira.
Just like that, though. He did not only come here. He sat here where Mama is sitting now. He sat here.
Wait.
Yes. Mama, see, he said he will also buy me a phone when next he come.
You mean the prince sat where I am sitting?
Royalty.
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 Royalty. But wait, though. I don't understand what is happening.
God has answered our prayers. He has brought someone to remove the range of poverty we are putting on in the name of clothes to better our life. You are here telling me that you don't understand.
Will you just shut up your mouth? The king that I know, his father, is a very callous and wicked man. Once he sets his eyes on any woman, he goes to any length until he sleeps with that woman. And I know that his son is the same thing with his father. Like father, like son. He will not be different.
I don't think so. That young man I saw the other day looks so responsible for such acts. What are you talking about, Ogini? Ogini?
Ula, just shut your mouth. That man I saw that day looks so... What do you know?
I know everything.
Don't you know that looks can be deceitful? Once a man is targeting something under something, he will always pretend to be good until he gets that thing he's targeting at. Yes!
Mama, you are right.
Let
us return the money.
Return Guinea? 50,000 naira. Ni room. No way. You can't return the money.
Wait, just shut up. You don't know what to talk. You just close your mouth. My daughter, please. I want you to be very, very careful.
Careful for what? And tell me. Nne, I do not think there is any need for a panic. Yes. Beyonce, you are lucky. You are lucky to have the opportunity that many are dying for. Even on a platter of gold. Lillian, everything is not all about money. He gave me some money the other day. 50,000 naira. Got me a phone and some clothes yesterday. I am afraid though. And I will soon start avoiding him because I do not want someone to tell me to use my body to pay for something I did not demand for.
Can you listen to yourself? Did you just hear yourself? I can see you are not tired of suffering. Yes. Now, if what is in between your legs is what the prince demands, give it to him. Yes. Give it to him and grab the opportunity to better your life from him.
You are obviously out of your senses.
I am not. I am not at all. As you can see, my senses are correct. Overload of sense, they worry me. Yes. I can say poverty has embraced you. And you in return, you decided to carry poverty and wrap on your body like wrapper. Continue. Oh, continue. Anyway, if you do not want the prince, let me know. So that I can forward march and meet the prince and take over, since you are not tired of staying in this, of dwelling in this bacha of a house. Oh? Anyways, my mother will soon be back. Let me go and meet her so that we can continue with our life. Continue, please.
What exactly does the prince want from me?
Love. I love you, Beyonce. I wish there is a way you can look into my soul and see the passion, the tenderness, the love that holds you close to my heart more than anybody or anything else. Beyonce, I love you without knowing when and how. I love you without pride or status. I love you this way because I do not know any other way of loving you but this.
Gentle, touching, wise, and as cool as the morning dew are your words to me. What are you called and where are you from?
Beyonce Oledo Okoli is my name. One and only daughter of Uzochi Okoli from Isiokwe village here in Awada Kingdom.
She's not just an epitome of beauty. but she's highly blessed in wisdom. Daughter of the soil. I welcome you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Beyonce,
Majesty.
what do you think about royalty?
Royalty is power, love, and humility. Royalty is best defined as humility with a crown.
And if you are made a queen, what will your priority be?
Protecting and supporting my husband, the king.
You must excuse me.
Honestly, your father is not as mean as I've heard.
The truth is, my father is a very difficult man. Let's just say you found favor in his sight, or he is in a good mood. But trust me, your answers were brilliant. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying the food.
Of course, it's very tasty.
So do you mind if I feed you?
In the palace.
This is my palace. So can I? Please.
This gift is a token from my heart and sign that I, King Solomon, welcome you.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I have truly found pleasure in the graciousness of your generosity. I will forever hold this day dear to my heart. Thank you.
Emeka.
Yes, my king.
Take these gifts to the car that will take her back home.
All right, my king.
I will take my leave now, Your Majesty.
Okay.
My father, let me see her off.
Go ahead. I hope you are enjoying your stay in this palace.
Of course, Your Majesty. And I have you to thank for everything. Words are not enough to express how happy and grateful I am.
Of course, words would not be enough for you to show appreciation for everything. My dear, you have not seen anything. I am one of the richest kings in the whole of the East. And I'm ready to grace your life with more stupendously beautiful things, if you will agree to cooperate with me.
If I will agree to cooperate with you? With all due respect, Your Majesty, I don't understand.
You are not a child, and I expect you to understand. You are a beautiful woman, and you deserve the most beautiful things on earth. All you need to do is tangle with me, and I will make your life rosy forever. I love you.
What?
Yes. Give me a chance to prove it, and I will give you the most beautiful things in the world. Things you never dreamt of.
Your Majesty, do you know what you are saying? I am your son's wife.
Forget about him. It doesn't matter. My son is just a boy who eats from the little I give to him. Before you lies an opportunity to eat directly from the source and secure your place here.
No, Your Majesty. It is an abomination against humans and spirits. And the wrath of the gods will descend on us if we commit such sacrilege.
Gone are the days when the words of the gods count. Now, if you give them their delight, they will dance to your tune.
Please, Your Majesty, can I go now?
Yes, you can go. But think about it. I said think about it. She must dance to my tune, or else this palace will be uncomfortable for you.
Is it not a cause for me to stoop so low as to sleep with my father-in-law because of money? God forbid. Not while I still breathe will I do such. Demanding intimacy with your son's wife tells me he is capable of doing more than what people say about him. God, please save me. Please. Majesty!
Calm down.
What are you doing, Your Majesty?
Calm down, dear. Calm down.
With all due respect, Your Majesty, this is my matrimonial bedroom. And my husband can walk in anytime and he definitely won't find this drama funny.
Your husband has got to work and he will return till the evening. We are left alone. We have all the time to ourselves.
Look, Your Majesty, my answer to what you have asked is still no.
What do you want? Money?
I don't want your money.
Okay. A car? A house? Look, I can build a mansion for your mother. Just tell me what you want and it shall be yours.
I do not want anything from you. And I am also not interested in what you have asked for. I love my husband and I will keep the vow I made to him before God and man. Never will I let another man see my nakedness. Not even for all the money in the world. So please, I beg you. I will appreciate if you never disturb me on this issue again.
Really? I, King Solomon, the Lion of One, does not desire anything without getting it. So I give you 1 more week to reconsider your stand on this issue if you still love to stay in this palace. Nonsense.
This is too much for me to handle. Please help me. Please.
Mama, welcome. Mama, you don't look happy. What's the problem? Wait. Is Beyonce alright? Mama, talk to me. What happened? What?
Hi, Chinenye, I have suffered. The unimaginable happened today.
Unimaginable? What happened?
The kind of insult and humiliation King Solomon meted on my daughter and I today, I have never seen it before. He slapped my daughter before me, as if that was not enough. He poured the plate of fruit I was eating on me. He called us all sorts of names. And he threw me out of the palace.
What? But why?
He said I shouldn't have visited my daughter without informing him first. Getting Ojo Mary. Eh? And I went to see my daughter, Mwamwani. Getting Ojo Mary.
What does that mean? This is not the first nor second time you visited the palace since the prince married my sister.
I don't know what is happening. King Solomon has always shown us love and care. Hey! Igbo, this sudden changing his attitude. Hey! There is a problem. There is something my daughter is not telling me.
What could my sister be hiding away from you that made the king to slap her and chase you out of the palace? What?
I don't know. But I know that there is something more to this. Beyonce has to give me some answers. She needs to give me some answers. Yes.
This has never happened before. What is the problem?
Hey! Chinwe, Eribulonu mariri. Eribulonu mariri.
Calm down, okay? All will be fine. Alright, calm down.
But sincerely speaking, I don't like the way he came. I don't like the way the king is always insulting and humiliating Princess Beyonce. Can you imagine? He slapped Princess Beyonce today. Just because of one small thing. Small thing. Because Princess Beyonce's mother came to the house without the king's consent. She came to the palace just like that. He now chased her away like a common thief. Can you imagine? Mary Ann, will take such nonsense.
What do you for do? You be princess. Royalty they run for your lineage. What be made you be?
Chief chef.
All of them are the same. But see, Mary Ann, the truth is, I am not happy. I'm not happy with Prince David. He is doing nothing about this. Okay, now tell me, how can your father humiliate your wife in your presence, in the very presence of your very before, and you do nothing about it?
Who does that?
See, me, Madoka Ojinkane, I no fit let any man, whoever, even if it's the king, to do such a thing, put my wife through.
Shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Like I was saying, it's not that Prince David is not doing anything. He's trying. He's trying me.
What is he trying?
He's trying, shut up. It's just that the way he's following this matter, he's taking it small, gently, you know now. Because it's his father. And father something. His father likes something. But another thing is, you used to forget that the person that he's telling, he's not somebody you do with just small harder.
What if I do for her?
You don't follow such person with hard hand.
He go beat her. He go beat him papa. He go beat him papa.
Not that you beat him, but you know.
See, no but anything. See. As far as I did, see. The prince should sit up. Because as I did so, me, I no go let her happen. If not me, I no go let her happen. Because trailer other than no go outside. Trailer other than no go outside. And I call her national anthem. What are you telling me? And this is why If you like, make they do mumu, in go just day for this same palace. Dog go chop the meat where they keep for cat.
Who be dog, who be cat? Tell me. Who be dog, who be cat? Tell me.
I don't know what I talk. I know sure say I.
What do you talk, Nana? Tell me where. Who is the dog? Who is the cat? Tell me.
See, Marianne, see. I dey talk my talk, you dey talk your talk. I dey hear your hear, you dey hear my hear. But this time, I don't talk anything. I don't know what else where you they
Madika.
Huh?
For this way, talk no food. Since no one tell me no food for you.
No go. See, no go there. No, I know they use. Even for my village, they know they see. Okay. Huh? You go come here now, come they ask me a question. Sometimes you go there, go tell them say I need talk.
Please, I beg you.
Beyonce, my dear, I love you. I love you so much. I don't mean to punish you. Whatever you're going through now, you brought upon yourself because of your stubbornness. Why are you being so stingy, even to your benefactor? If you like, shed tears from here to Jericho. It won't change anything. I want to go in there. I want to taste your sweet melody, and all will be well.
Please understand me. I am your son's wife.
Spare me that.
Okay, please. Just ask for something else and I will gladly give it to you, please.
I don't need anything from you. All I need is your melody. What can you possibly give me? You should be happy and thankful that the Almighty King Solomon, the Lion of our Wonder Kingdom, wants to taste your melody and give you the opportunity to be addressed as royalty.
Your Majesty, please. Please.
I can see that you are not ready. And don't come back until you are ready. Leave!
How do I get out of this problem? The king has made my stay in this palace a living hell. I no longer have peace and happiness as a married woman. Rather, I live in constant fear of this brute of a king. The worst is that he has threatened to ruin my marriage with David and have me thrown out of this palace. And I know he does not make empty threat. Oh God, what do I do?
My love, you're still awake.
I can't sleep.
You look bothered. What is the problem?
It's nothing.
Don't lie to your husband. Is my father again right?
My love, it is nothing. I just don't feel sleepy.
Knowing fully well that my wife doesn't feel sleepy each time she is bothered makes me think my father has maltreated you again and you are trying to cover up for him as usual.
I once denied that your father's change in attitudes towards me gets me thinking. But I have welcomed that he is a difficult man, very rude and unfriendly, and I'm learning to adapt. But the fact that I can't sleep has nothing to do with him.
Are you sure you are fine?
No. It is obvious you are not fine. You can pretend for all I care. But haven't heard all that is happening in the palace. The way the king humiliates you even before the visitors. It's enough reason for a wise person like me to know that all is not well with you in that palace. Beyonce, you are my friend. I mean, we can share our joy and pain with each other. What is it that is eating you up? That is too big for you to share with me or even your mother?
I don't know how to say such an abominable thing.
Okay, you can confide in me.
What is it? The king has been humiliating and threatening to strip me of my position as queen to be because I refused his sexual advances towards me.
Wait. I don't understand. You mean the king? The king himself wants to sleep with you?
Yes. What is funny?
Beyonce, I am not surprised he demanded that from you. I mean, who doesn't know King Solomon's stories with women? But what surprises me now is you allowing yourself to go through all of that because of a man, because of an ordinary sex.
What do you mean?
If the king demands to sleep with you, give it to him. I mean, spread your legs wide open, if that will give you a place in this palace. Beyonce, you are lucky to find favor in that family. You're married to the prince, and you will soon be the queen of this kingdom. What could be greater than that? My sister, open your eyes. I mean, shine your eyes. Kokoroko. Don't you like the good life you are not living? Or maybe you want you and your family to go back to that rubbish poverty life you used to live? I know the answer will be no. So please, do not lose this opportunity to become the queen of this kingdom. Okay? Do not, because of this your holier than thou, whatever Virgin Mary attitude.
Lillian, how could you give me such an advice? Where is your conscience? Where is your pride and dignity as a woman? Or do you know what that is tantamount to? Sleeping with my father-in-law for as long as he lives. Okay, what if my husband finds out? What because of me?
Akporero, there you go again. Now tell me, what is pride and dignity without money? Huh? Let me tell you something. Money is the reason for a living. Did you get that? As for the king, he will soon die, and his chapter will be completely closed. Then your husband, the prince, I believe believe you are an adult. You know what to do. You know how to tie all loose ends so that your secrets will be safe.
Hey! Wonderful advice from a wonderful friend indeed. Lydia, is this all you have to say to your friend, my daughter? No, wait. Oh. Is this the kind of advice you can give to someone you call a friend? Hey! Before I open and close my eyes, and you don't leave this place, I will stone you like Stephen. I'm not here. Who are talking? Let me catch you here again. What up with the I'm not here. Hey! Oh, I said it. Lucy, how did I offend you? Tell me where I have offended you as a mother. You did not tell me your mother. You prefer to tell a stranger. Hey! 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 I didn't want to.
Your Majesty, please, that piece of land is the only thing my father-in-law left for my husband. Please, I beg you, help me. Help me secure my husband's property. And I will do this with you over and over and over again. Anytime, any day, anywhere. Please.
Ifeoma.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Consider it done.
Okay.
You can go back home and celebrate.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I am the lion of Awada Kingdom.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I am so grateful. Thank you.
You don't need to worry. Consider it done.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Just go back home.
Thank you.
And celebrate.
Thank you.
Who na they look for?
We are here to see the king.
Which king?
The king, of course.
He give an appointment?
No.
No. Okay. Una name there for the people where pass jam, where go do.
Please, hold it down. What's the meaning of all this now? We are here to see the king. Can you please tell the king we are here to see him?
Oh.
God.
Now,
kind of gate man will nowadays.
hey, yeah, now your problem pass.
Just go and call him. We are here to see our sugar daddy.
Sugar?
Dumb? Sugar daddy, of course.
Okay. No be jump matter.
So better go inside and call him.
Go tell her say una come, eh? They come.
Hi! I know you.
Nnebe, it's your car for picking. See this one, when not pass common entrance, you never ripe finish. You don't dey do sugar. Sugar daddy kill you there. Kill you there, kill your generation. Hi. This our ego self no get sense. They do everybody. They do, even Ichio Koye Pikin, they do Ichio Koye Pikin too. Hi. Make I see you for this compound again. Even that one where they like Abuso.
My daughter, do not throw away your virtue as a woman. Do not throw away the morals I brought you up with. You are a great woman, and no great woman had ever made it to the throne of success without facing challenges and conquering them. Yet, I know that you are a great woman. I know that the God that made you the queen in that palace will fight your battle for you. Yes, He will. The God of Esther will clean and answer you your prayers. Always go down on your knees and look up to God from where your help cometh from. Cry to Him. Talk to Him and He will definitely answer your prayers. I am telling you today. I tell you today as your mother, because I know the God I serve. He would never, ever disappoint you. Put your trust in Him. Oh, stop crying. Did you hear me? It's okay. It's okay. Just trust in God, and He will restore your marriage. Oh. My prince, leave whatever thing you are doing and come back to the palace. Now! Yes, come back now. The king wants to kill your wife. Not that I cannot explain. No. I can explain. Yes. Just that ordinary that she went and carried that car that the king bought for the guards for errands. She just took it to the supermarket, though. Just ordinary supermarket to buy something. She now came back. Wait, I'll tell you, calm down. She now came back. She and the king, I don't know what happened though. I know, but I don't know. I'm not sure. The king now said she will kill her. That he will kill her. Yes. There is AK-47, Shakabula, 2 drums of acid for her face. Yes. Even that one that we used to watch on TV, that gun and do hello?
Please forgive me. Please, I'm sorry. Please.
Sorry
that you will not be in a hurry to forget. Obiora! Obiora, get my wig!
Please, I won't do it again, I promise.
You have been doing it.
No.
Today is your last time. You won't have another time. I must deal with you.
No, you must sit down, please. I beg you.
Guys, lie her down.
No, leave me, please.
What is the meaning of this? This mannerless idiot you brought from the slum needed to be taught some manners.
Father, this should be the very last time you stand before me and call my wife mannerless. Listen, I have respected you. I have talked to you calmly to stay away from my wife, but you do not want to respect yourself. And since you don't want to respect yourself, it's high time I man up to you. The next time you ever raise your hand or your voice against my wife, you will not like my reaction.
How dare you? Have you lost your senses? You challenge me because of this brat?
I will pretend nothing happened. I will pretend you did nothing for one reason. But the next time you raise your hand against my face, I will beat you brutally and nobody will cough. Don't dare me.
You dare threaten me? You threaten the lion of our other kingdom?
And I am sure you know you did not give birth to a sheep. Lion begets a lion. Wolf begets a wolf. Don't dare me, Father. Stay away from my wife.
Obiora!
Hope your back is not hurting you much. Sorry.
Thank you for coming to my rescue.
No. You don't have to thank me. I wouldn't have forgiven myself if that beast that calls himself my father had inflicted any injury on you. I promise you, I will not let anybody hurt you again. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Let me get you something to eat.
Did you see the action film they just played inside
My dear,
the palace now?
I was watching through the window.
Honestly, hey, it's good though. I like the way he challenged him. But you know I don't like bad things. You know I don't used to support evil. It's not good. Went too far.
But how?
You're asking me how? You're asking me how? See, it's bad. It's good that you spoke to the king, telling him, don't do this to my wife, oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that, oh. But threatening the king, you know how dangerous that man can be when he's being pushed to the wall.
My dear, you're right, oh. But I'll sit down in this palace and watch things happen for myself. Once I see the king coming, I will run 440 to my father's house. I cannot come and die for royal fight. I cannot.
My dear, that fight, that fight was... Wait. My prince, I'm coming!
Don't you?
I will take some water.
This girl has turned my son against me. It is obvious that this drama has turned into a battle. Beyonce, I will make you regret the day you were born.
Your Majesty, you sent for me.
Yes. News have reached me about the land dispute you have taken me for that. And I've summoned you to warn you never to go to that land again, because it is not yours. I will not repeat myself on this issue again. And you will not like the action I will take if you ever step your feet on that land.
Your Majesty, as I grew up, I was told that there are certain issues with our solution. But as I grew, I found out with the right connections, negotiation and approach, nothing is impossible. Your Majesty, on behalf of my son, Beyonce, one of our other kingdom, I will use 1 million naira to buy cola for this meeting, so that the spirit of man will be at peace with me.
Mazinduka!
Your Majesty, you want this to just give me your account number? Let me do transfer here now.
No, you can see my secretary for that.
I will see him immediately.
Hello, my love. Who is this? Pascal, what is it? What? Hey! What happened to my husband? Where? I'll be there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened?
It says yes, don't cry. Let's be thankful that you didn't get you that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for your assistance.
Thank you. Welcome.
Doctor,
Yeah.
is there any other thing that we should do to make sure that my son is alright?
No, we've done our best. Let's leave the rest for God.
Hello? Officer, someone attempted to kill my son. Yes, they shot my only son. Oh, the news has reached you already? Listen, officer, I want you and your boys to comb that area very well. Yes, and to make sure that you get that person that attempted to kill my son. He must not go free. I will give whatever it takes to make sure that he is brought to book. Okay, is that clear? All right, thank you.
Your Majesty, my princess, please excuse me. I have something to do at the office.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
not to call you.
No, she did not call me. What happened? Oh, who is after you?
I was reliably informed by my friend that worked in the palace that Prince David was shot by hired assassin.
Huh? Second. Hired? No, it's not possible. No evil will come near my in-law. It's not possible. Call Beyonce for me.
I've called her, she's not picking up now.
Call her again, call her before me.
I've called her countless times, she's not picking up.
Call her now, I will slap you!
I've called her now, she's not picking up.
Call her again!
She didn't pick up again, you see? You see it?
She's not picking. Hey, God. No. No. Nothing will happen to my in-law. Nothing will happen to Prince. Where will I start from? My God. Chibo. Every evil from the enemies. Every evil arrow back to sender.
Amen.
Back to sender.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Hey.
Yes, thank you for a job well done. This is your money. And please don't forget that the job is not completed.
I do, sir. Perfectly, sir.
And you have to be smart about it.
Yes. Me and my men are gonna take care of everything. You just have to trust me. Trust me on that. Perfectly. Thank you, sir.
All right.
His Majesty is the King of his people, Lion of his kingdom. Behold, the King cometh, all hail the King. His Majesty is the Lion of his kingdom.
Let me go outside. Hold on. I'm outside now. I can hear you, yes. Hey! Father, thank you. Thank you, Lord God. Thank you. I knew it. I said it that God will never disappoint me. Give him the phone. Let me talk to him. He's sleeping. Okay. There is no problem. Oh? What will happen is when he wakes up, call me and give him the phone so that I will hear his voice. Yes. Take care of yourself and him, the prince, for me. God will bless you. God will strengthen you. Amen. Bye-bye. Hey! Oh, Edema, every Chinenye, anywhere now, yes, so mercy, Edema, every Chinenye, Edema, every Chinenye, that we have blessed, anywhere,
Greetings, Father.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Thank you. My son, how are you?
I'm fine.
I thank God that you're all right. I'm sorry for everything.
I'm sorry too.
The doctor said you'll be discharged tomorrow. And son, I can't wait to have you home.
Same here, Father.
How dare you lie to me? You made me believe you were telling me the truth, only to be confronted in public with evidence that your father actually sold the land to Mazi Nduka before he died.
I'm sorry, my king. My father did not tell me he sold any land to Mazi Nduka. He only said they had an agreement. But I don't have the copy of the agreement, my king. If there's any evidence that they have to prove what I'm saying is wrong, then it's all fake.
Young man, it is obvious that your father was a shameless liar. He just wants to complicate things for you. If he claims that he gave Mazi Nduka the land on lease, where is your evidence? Speak!
My king, they had an agreement, but I don't have my father's copy. But believe me, I'm telling you the truth.
Enough! I warn you, don't you ever come to this palace to discuss the land matter again. And leave Mazi Nduka's land alone. If you ever step your feet there, anything that happens to you is your responsibility. Now leave my presence. Leave!
Yes, my
now.
king. No, 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 no! That's not me.
I was confused and desperate. I was not thinking straight. All that was on my mind was to help my husband get his inheritance back from the wicked rich man. Please, God, please forgive me. Forgive me from this atrocity I have committed. I am deeply sorry and I regret my action.
King Solomon. You took what belongs to me and think nobody will fight for me. You think I have no help from anywhere to fight you. But no, you lie. The moon will fight you. The air that you breathe will fight you. The sun that shines through the day will fight you for me. The ground you step on will fight you. Oh, King Solomon. You will look for death, and death will be far away from you. Your children shall cry, they shall weep, and no help will come to them. You will suffer. You will suffer for what you did to me. You will suffer for taking my pride and refuse to fulfill the end of the bargain. You will suffer. You will suffer. Pain will be the order of the day for you. Your children shall weep. They shall look for help and no one will help them. You, King Solomon, will suffer. You will pay. You will pay dearly. You will pay for everything that is so dear to you. You will pay.
I spoke with Oku, the chief priest, yesterday. And he told me that the gods are here to reveal the identity of the man who shot you. I also met with the DPO, and she said she has no useful information as regards to this matter. Tomorrow, I intend to see the mother of the spirits to make inquiry. I must find that person who made attempt to kill my only son and bring the person down without mercy.
overpower the kingdom.
Welcome, Eye of the Gods. To what do I owe this unannounced visit?
My king, the gods have finally spoken. They have unmasked the beast, the wolf among sheep.
Who is he?
If anything can see the arrow, Princess Beyonce is the one behind the attempted murder on the life of Prince David.
What? My lord, I did not do anything. I don't know what this man is talking about.
Excuse me. Are you in any way suggesting or insinuating that the gods are lying?
Would you respect my king? My wife do not have any reason to send anyone to murder me.
Shut up, baby!
My king, please. I know my wife and I know what she is capable of. I don't trust what this man is saying. How can you accuse my wife of trying to take my life?
And the people of God, my prince, watch your words. Trying to doubt the words of the gods is like calling them liars. And that will impure their wrath upon you. Beyonce here is evil from the kingdom of Omanje, sent to destroy the prince and his entire royal household. She must be sent out of this palace, even banished. Otherwise, the calamity that will be found is
you are the one that calamity will reign on.
David!
Hey! You are the one that calamity will reign on. Now get out of this palace! Get out! I said, get out of this palace!
You are asking the eye of the gods to leave the palace.
And I am pushing the eye of the gods.
David!
Hey! Get out of the palace!
My prince, get out! You know what you are doing? How dare you chase the eyes of the gods out of the palace?
Eyes of the gods won't there! Come on, get out! Get out of this place, welcome!
Akporero! Hey!
Get out! Get out! Get out of this!
Open! I want to open arrow!
I got the everyone! Hey! I'm going to get money again! Everyone! Get out of this place! If you ever let this man into this palace again, I will have you replaced. Stupid man. You came here to accuse my wife for a matter she knew nothing about. It's the neighbor Eye of the Gods. Eye of the Gods, what is here?
Hey! Our prince have committed abomination. Oh. God, now my job I dey do. I no follow to put you out of the palace. When I go kill, make una kill them. I no be member of their family. Oh.
I will not allow this witch that made an attempt on your life to live and continue to stay in this house. That will be impossible.
Father, if you want us to leave this palace, we will leave. But don't abuse my wife again, because she is not responsible for what that man accused her of. He that sent the guy that attacked me knows himself, and he will be brought to book soon.
David, stop acting stupid. Whatever spell she did cast on you will not prevail as long as I live. If she says she's innocent, let her come to prove her innocence before the shrine of God.
so that you will manipulate the oath with the help of your evil, conniving, fabricating, conspiring chief priest, then inflict sickness, madness, or blindness on my innocent wife. That will not happen.
I'm surprised, my son, that you allow a killer by your side and then call me the devil.
But that is what you are. You are the devil, father. And guess what? I am what you are. I know what you know. And I can do what you can do. Don't try to play this traditional scam on me. Stay away from my wife. Do not mistake my meekness for weakness.
David! Father!
My prince, our kingdom has a tradition. And no matter how strong or rich anyone in this kingdom may be, they are still subject to our tradition and customs. Going to the extent of pushing the eye of the gods is a sacrilege, my prince. An unimaginable sacrilege. So you have to atone. One she-goat, our local type of goat. 17 tubers of yam. 1 jar of palm wine, 1 local fowl, and 7 pieces of white chalk, local chalk, nzu. Am I in order?
You are in order. And talking about Princess Beyonce, she must take the oath to prove her innocence. Otherwise, she must be stripped of her position as the queen to be. And then she'll be banished from this kingdom.
You will do no such thing. I will not buy anything to atone for anything because I did nothing wrong. Rather, your chief priest should be here apologizing to me for coming here to accuse my wife for something she knew nothing about.
You call the chief priest a liar?
Don't you know? Don't you know? Pretenders. You think I don't know what both of you are up to? You connived with your chief priest to come here and lie against my wife. It is unwise of the king to think he can play such traditional politics with me, his son that knows his in and out. A young man he has tutored on the good, the bad and the ugly about tradition, kingship and life in general.
Do you know you've not only accused the chief priest, but you've accused we the elders and council and even the king?
Yes.
And you know what this is tantamount to?
This is tantamount to throwing both of you out of this palace.
One more nonsense from you, and I will teach you a lesson that you will live to remember.
And I am so ready for you. I will deal with you. Whatever you want, I will give it to you. If you want a fight, I will give it to you brutally. If you want to pull a gun, we will open fire. We will bring this palace down. And if you want us to go diabolic, I swear by the gods, I will have a handshake with the devil
to ensure I make you succumb. Talk to your king. Talk to your king. He should not unmask the beast in me.
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh. Oh,
My prince, our kingdom has a tradition. And no matter how strong or rich anyone in this kingdom may be, they are still subject to our tradition and customs. Going to the extent of pushing the eye of the gods is a sacrilege, my prince. An unimaginable sacrilege. So you have to atone. One she-goat, our local type of goat. 17 tubers of yam. 1 jar of palm wine. 1 local fowl. And 7 pieces of white chalk. Local chalk. Nzu. Am I in order?
You are in order. And talking about Princess Beyonce, she must take the oath to prove her innocence. Otherwise, she must be stripped of her position as the queen to be, and then she'll be banished from this kingdom.
You will do no such thing. I will not buy anything to atone for anything because I did nothing wrong. Rather, your chief priest should be here apologizing to me for coming here to accuse my wife for something she knew nothing about.
You call the chief priest a liar?
Don't you know? Don't you know? Pretenders. You think I don't know what both of you are up to? You connived with your chief priest to come here and lie against my wife. It is unwise of the king to think he can play such traditional politics with me, his son that knows his in and out. A young man he had tutored on the good, the bad and the ugly about tradition, kingship and life in general.
Do you know you've not only accused the chief priest, but you've accused we the elders and council and even the king?
Yes.
And you know what this is tantamount to?
This is tantamount to throwing both of you out of this palace.
One more nonsense from you, and I will teach you a lesson that you will live to remember.
And I am so ready for you. I will deal with you. Whatever you want, I will give it to you. If you want a fight, I will give it to you brutally. If you want to pull a gun, we will open fire. We will bring this palace down. And if you want us to go diabolic, I swear by the gods, I will have a handshake with the devil to ensure I make you succumb. Talk to your king. Talk to your king. He should not unmask the beast in me.
Onoye, what happened in there? Did he scream of anything to you?
Idika, what happened in there? You see, the way this game is going, it is not going to be as easy as we planned. Let's go out here first. Let's get out of this palace first. Oh, that is it. Because, anyhow you see it.
Because the way the prince loves and supports his wife, he can go to any lengths in finding out the truth. Then he will protect his wife. Then he will deal with those conspirators, which includes you and I. That's why I'm scared.
Idika, don't tell me you are afraid of the empty threats from that boy.
Hey, Onoye, you call that empty threats?
What do you call it?
The sound of a looming war. And I won't wait to be consumed by this war before I take cover.
Idika, what are you trying to tell me? You want to back out now that Digwe needs our support the most?
I haven't said that. I haven't said that. Rather, one has to trend with caution. By the way, tell me, why is the king so determined? Want to eat the daughter-in-law's melon?
Idika, mind your words. The walls have ears.
Then let them hear.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How can you?
Mama, this matter is getting more serious than ever. The king and elders are insisting that if I don't take the oath, they will not only banish and strip me of my right as queen to be, but it might as well cost my husband his position as king to be. Can you imagine? Yes, my husband is standing his ground. Well, it seems those ganging up against us are too many for one man to withstand. I'm even afraid that they might harm him just to get at me. Please, I need your prayer now more than ever. Because if this continues like this, I will just leave this marriage to protect David's life. I'm really afraid and confused. I don't know what to do. Okay, Mama.
God of heaven, God of the helpless, God of the widows, I call on you to help me. I call on you this day to be my God. You are not a man that you cannot see what is done in the hidden. No. You are God and you will remain God forever. I have nobody to go to. I have no one to cry to but you. I commit Beyonce, my daughter, into your hands, oh God. I commit her marriage into your hands. Whatever the enemy have planned, whoever that is fighting her joy and happiness in that marriage, Daddy, I beg you to turn it around for her good. Daddy, come and fight this battle for me, for I have nobody but you. Come and fight this battle and restore peace and happiness in my daughter's marriage. I know you would do it. I know you have answered me. I know you will clean these tears from my face in no time. Yes. Do it, oh Lord, that all glory, all honor, all adoration will be ascribed unto your name forever and ever. And I will return all the praise to you for prayer answered. In Jesus' name I've prayed.
My love, I noticed you're no longer comfortable here. And that is because of the situation around. And I think giving my father a distance will do you some good. And I have put all necessary plans in place for us to move out of this house. So first thing tomorrow morning, we are leaving this hell.
For real?
Yes, my love. So put all the things you need together. Everything that is important to you. Put them together because first thing tomorrow morning, we are leaving this palace.
My prince. My prince.
My love.
You don't know how much this means to me.
I do. My queen. Your happiness is my priority. Anything that will make... Come in.
Good day, my prince. Good day, my princess.
Good day.
What is it?
My prince, I've been making some personal investigations towards the assassination attempt on your life.
Okay.
So I decided to go back to that location. To my surprise, my prince, I found the wallet. And inside that wallet, I saw his ID card. And it looks like the young man that shot you. Take a look, my prince.
Oh my God. This is the young man that shot me.
My lord, this is the very guy that shot me.
Greetings, my king. Greetings, Chinenye. My king, the unimaginable has happened.
What is it, Chinenye?
Oku, the chief priest, has gone blind and crippled at the same time.
What happened to him?
I went to his house this morning and met him like that. He said that the gods got angry with him and took his eyes and legs.
The gods? The gods? I thought he said he had the gods under his control. How come the spirits under his control strike him?
My king, I think he was attacked by a stronger force and his powers could not protect him. That means we, under his protection, are not safe. So we have to look for another source of stronger protection and power before things get out of hand.
You are right. So let's go and see the mother of the spirit.
My king, Nnebe is not the best in a situation like this. So I suggest we go to Alosia Watefe of Omaba Kingdom.
Your father, the king, sent me to shoot you. What? This is unimaginable. My own father. What is his plan? Why did he do this? And what does he stand to achieve?
I don't know. He only asked me to do what I told you.
I only did what he asked me to do.
How did it go? How did it go?
He has confessed.
Yes.
It was my father that sent him to shoot me.
What? Your father? Why does he want to kill his only son?
It was not a plot to take my life, but a plot to make the general public believe that someone is after my life. Then they will hang the accusation on you with the help of their evil, mischievous, conniving chief priest. Well, the police just arrested him. He will pay for everything he has done. Everything he has cost me. He will pay for it. My love. Calm down, relax. As long as I still have breath within my nostrils, I will not let any harm come to you. So calm down. I will protect you with my last breath. I love you. Come here.
I've been a very terrible father and king. I've done many evil things. I'm not worthy to be called a father and a king. And I believe that a term in jail is my punishment for all the evil I have committed. If I ever get the chance to get out of here alive, I'll be a better man. Your wife, Beyonce, is the best woman on earth. I made sexual advances on her and she refused me. That is the reason I meted those wickedness on her. Please, son, find it in your heart to forgive me. Tell your wife to please forgive me. You can now be crowned as king, because even if I leave you alive, an ex-convict does not mount the throne. But let nothing on earth make you to move away from the path of truth, because evil does not pay. Son, go back and correct all the wrong things I have done. May God guide and protect you. Long live my son.
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all hail the king, his majesty. He's the king of his people, lion of...
So a thing like this has been going on, and you did not tell me.
I am sorry I did not tell you. But saying it would have only made matters worse. And I did not want to be seen as being responsible for a fight between father and son. I only prayed and hoped that the storm will be over someday. Well, I am happy everything is now in the past. David, you are the best husband in the world, and I
Our people say, Nanu Jeza Machoka Nade Kichiono. No Kinamari Buane. Now what dear? I know the truth. You know the truth. And the elders in council knows the truth. Stay away from Ikemifuna's land. If your son wants to build, let him go and get another piece of land. Fire and gunpowder do not sleep together. If I ever hear that you or any member of your family enters that land again, you will not like my reaction. Ikemefuna. The land is now yours.
Ah!
I have spoken.
You can now. Hey! Nnebe, may your days be long. Ha! He said it. Etinye more ọdụdụ. Ọjị ya na-atụ ya ijiji. Ha!
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all hail the king, his majesty. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all hail the king, his majesty. He's the lion of his kingdom, a land filled with milk and honey, where his word lies, power lies. He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh.
This is a new day. Let us build a kingdom.
Side by side, you have my unlimited support.
I love you.
And I love you, my king.
He's the king of his people, lion of his kingdom. Behold, the king cometh, all hail the king, his majesty. He's the lion of his kingdom, a land filled with milk.